on first down. That's taken in by Duvernay. And he is going to lose yardage here. So that one a disaster. A big loss there with second down coming up. Throwing is Jackson. He'll let this go for the end zone. And oh, it'll be intercepted. Picked up by the former first-rounder Artie Burns. And the Seahawks are going to take possession here. It's a touchback, and they'll take over at the 20-yard line. I think you and I were a little surprised back earlier in the game when he threw his second interception. I mean, who would have thought a quarterback of his caliber picked now 5 times?
It's beyond stunning to me because we're used to that with maybe a quarterback with less experience or less talent.
And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. And the Ravens are going to take over at their own 28-yard line. Well, CD, you know, when you mentioned earlier about spreading the ball around in this game, I don't think you mentioned the guys in the other uniform. With 4 interceptions here in the first half, and several different guys have picked him off.
Yeah, and instead of analyzing what's going wrong with him, throwing the football.
And now off to the races down the right side. And all the way in for a Ravens touchdown. J.K. Dobbins, 72 yards. And the Ravens will extend their lead in the final minute of the half. Tucker with the extra point, and that makes this a 9-point game. So they hit pay dirt on just one play. The long run, the scamper, and a very nice scamper into the end zone for the touchdown. And they're going to mark that where it went out of bounds. So really good starting field position up past the 40-yard line. Well, you don't see that often. He just mishit it, and it goes out of bounds.
Well, I know sitting up here, and I'm looking at you, and you're looking at me, and I know we're both thinking the same thing. Isn't it easy enough to keep it between the sidelines? Because unless you're intentionally doing it for some reason, well, that's a costly mishit, and now you put...
And hit behind the line. He lost the football. It's loose. And it's picked up by the Ravens. And he will have a first down as they're into field goal range now at the 30. So 1st and 10 now from the 30. Following the fumble recovery, Jackson. And they'll work it inside the 15-yard line before it's all said and done. That's good for a Raven first down, 15 yards there. So we're at halftime here in the... All right, hang on. We'll jump over halftime. The Seahawks trailing, but they will have possession first here as we resume action in the 3rd quarter. Taken from about the 12. And they're going to start this drive in pretty good shape up past the 30. We see Drew Lock in the offense coming back on. Any surprise in your mind he's out there to start the second half after 4 first-half interceptions?
He's to be surprised by a lot of things, partner, but in this case I'm not, because you know they want him to be their guy. And the only way to truly establish that is to give him a chance to work through some of the issues he had in the first half.
On first down, Lock. And boy, another ill-advised throw there as that will wind up incomplete.
And those two just haven't been in sync thus far. They've done a nice job against him, but still, with his talent, you would expect them to have more completions to him in this game.
Room here to run. And he will score. Touchdown, Seattle. Rashad Penny with his 2nd touchdown of the afternoon. And the Seahawks have got it back to within a score. Extra point up and through by Myers. And the lead is down to 2. And now the Raven defense going to call a timeout. It's just their first, so 2 remaining as they burn one here in this 3rd quarter. After the touchdown, here's Myers to boot it away.
Duvernay now going to bring it out. And no chance to get away as they'll get him down at about the 17-yard line.
The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive.
And maybe some renewed pressure on this unit following the touchdown a moment ago. It's back to a one-score game.
And because of that pressure, because it's now a one-score game, they know this is where you need to slow the momentum change, because otherwise that could overrun your team. You've got to be careful right here.
Another try after the first down sack. Jackson. And his throw's going to be incomplete.
Well, you most certainly don't want to go 3 and out here and get the football right back, because your friend, Old Momentum, he's wondering if he should change sidelines about right now. And if you don't convert here, guess what? He's going to make the trek to the opposite side, and all of a sudden, you've got a battle on your hands.
He had the touchdown earlier. This one's going to get him a first down.
Jackson on the give to Dobbins.
And he'll be tackled at about the 35.
96 yards for him on the ground now, as he has been terrific here this afternoon.
8 yards the gain on that last run. Here's second and a couple. They go play action with Jackson. Now he'll throw deep left side. And now here is another interception. Picked off by Jamal Adams. And he will take this across midfield and down to the 48-yard line. What a nightmarish game he's having now. 6 interceptions that he has thrown.
Absolutely unbelievable, isn't it? Hard to believe we're watching this and have seen it, but it just tells you about the game of football. It giveth and it taketh away.
Yeah, the guys, though, that have thrown 6 interceptions in a game, the likes of Peyton Manning, Brett Favre, I think Joe Namath, he did it 3 times. Now Locke on the bootleg. And this one taken in on the right sideline, but not in the field of play. They say it's incomplete. The throw led him a little too far. It brings up third down. They'll need to get this to the 38. That's where the first down marker is here on third. On third down, Penny. Oh, this is going to depend on the spot, but it's not a very generous one. He looks to be about a yard or so short. 7 yards on the carry there, but now they're staring at fourth down.
They'll go for it. It's Locke. And this a quick slant to Lockett.
Nifty move. Touchdown, Seahawks. Tyler Lockett, 39 yards.
And the Seahawks have scored again in this third quarter, this time to move out in front.
Myers connects on the PAT, and the lead is up to 5. Myers now converted on the field goal try. Now he's on to kick it away.
Duvernay now going to bring it out. And in hindsight, probably should have taken a knee as he only gets this out to the 16-yard line. Now this offense back out and set to go for their next drive. So now, Charles, this drive maybe a touch more important, trying to erase the memory of that interception they had the last time out.
Yeah, and everyone goes through this, because even the best in the game, you're going to have games where it just...
And my goodness, another interception. Picked off by Sidney Jones.
And the Seahawksans are going to take over at their own 28-yard line.
The number 7 usually lucky here. Not for him. 7 picks he's thrown in this game. That's only happened 6 times since 1960.
And I know that the most recent time it happened.
He's got a man. Complete. Past the 20. Touchdown.
Metcalf,
72 yards.
And the Seahawks get another third quarter touchdown to add on to that lead.
The extra point now coming from Myers. And he's been a busy man, 5 for 5 now as he knocks another one through to extend the lead. And that one will go down in the books as just a one-play drive and then 3 points tacked on to the end of it. Myers now converted on the field goal try. Now he's on to kick it away. And no return on this one as the fair catch is signaled for and taken. Here comes the Raven offense now, ready for another possession. They are looking to make a bit of a 180. They are sputtering right now.
And frankly, I think it's time to call your playmakers together and say, all right, guys, we're going to lean on you through this patch. We need you to get us back on track and get us going in the right direction. So you're calling plays geared to them. Not necessarily when you look at your plays, oh, this hurts the defense. I want the ball in the hands of X, Y, and Z and see if we can move forward.
So don't get too cute. Go to the playmakers. And now here is another intercept. Now he's hit on the return. It's a loose football. Well, do you want to unpack that one, or do you... Me too.
You're the boss.
We get the interception, then really he's just too loose with the football on the return, and he coughs it right back up the other way.
I've seen this happen in an NFL game.
And my goodness, another interception. Picked off by Jamal Adams. And the Seahawks will have the football as this is taken up past the 30. Seahawks with a 1st and 10. Locke gets ready to go at the 31-yard line.
56.
After the turnover, here's Locke. It's caught, Lockett. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield.
It's a gain of 23 yards. First down.
Penny, a 1st down carry. They're going to snuff this play out behind the line. We have not seen that much today. Big Calais Campbell fighting through to make the play in the backfield. They'll have to deal with a 2nd and 14 now after the loss. To throw it is Locke. Going for Metcalf on the deep ball. And now here is another interception. Picked off by Marcus Williams. And the Ravens are going to have it here as they'll start at their own 7. I'm starting to wonder, Charles, if 5 interceptions, is that the last that we've seen of him?
Well, I think that a lot of people hope that's the last they've seen of him in this game, probably including him.
And my goodness, another interception. Picked up by the former first-rounder Artie Burns. And they'll spot him at the 3-yard line. Well, let's gaze our attention as the offense takes the field on Rashad Penny. He's looking sharp here so far in the 3rd quarter, Charles.
It appears that the halftime gave him a little bounce. You know, came out, springing his legs, a little pep in his step, and he's taking off and running really well in the 3rd quarter.
Sometimes we talk about how guys don't want halftime to come. Some guys, they're happy when that break gets there.
You never know which way it's going to go. He's taking advantage of it in this one, though.
Another try for Penny. And he will take this one in for the Seattle touchdown. Rashad Penny, a 3-yard touchdown run. And the Seahawks are able to extend their lead in the final seconds of this 3rd quarter. Now Myers for the extra point. And that one makes this a 19-point game. Here's Myers now to kick it away. Very short kick. This will be taken. Now a hit and a loose football. And the Seahawks have picked it up. And they bring this one bang.